AITA for getting angry at my male 29 girlfriend, female 28, for hiding that she speaks Spanish. Plus, all updates. My family is from Mexico, but I was born in the US. I am the only one in my family who doesn't speak Spanish. All my extended family, grandparents, uncles, aunts, cousins, etc. speak it, but I never really cared for it that much. Katia, my girlfriend, knows I am Mexican, and she asked if I spoke Spanish, but when I said no, she didn't push, which I found refreshing. Usually people ask a lot of questions. She never said she spoke Spanish. But I remember her watching something and hearing Spanish, but I figured she had subtitles on. If it's important, Kate is from Germany. Katya and I have been together for 3 months. It's not long, but it's been intense. My grandmother had birthday on Saturday, and my family threw her a huge part. I invited Katya to come along with me, as it would be perfect time to meet my family, and they're always very welcoming. Katya agreed. When we got there, everyone switched to English to speak to Kate, but they quickly went back to Spanish. I went to grab a beer, and came back to find Katya talking to my aunt, in Spanish. I came over and played it cool, telling her I didn't know she spoke it, yada yada. When Katya was with me, she spoke English, but whenever she spoke to one of my family members alone, she switched because they switched. It made me really uncomfortable, especially since it wasn't your typically barely spoken Spanish. It was full-on, fluent Spanish, and she understood my fast-speaking relatives. I got really annoyed with her, but said nothing. My grandma told me how much she loved Katya and how she's happy I found such an amazing girl. All my family loved her, and couldn't stop singing praises about her. On our way back, I got really angry with her, and when we got to my apartment, I told her that I feel betrayed that she hid she spoke Spanish, and how she made a fool of me out there. I admit I was shouting because I was so angry. I felt humiliated. She asked me to calm down, and told me she never did anything. I accused her of sneakily making her way into my family instead of having them warm up gradually. She asked if I was being serious, and I confirmed. She called me a jerk, and left my apartment. I was too angry to stop her. I am waiting for her to call me with apologies, but she hasn't been in touch since Saturday night. I told my brother about it, and he told me I am the fool. But I really feel disrespected by Katya Ada for getting angry and shouting, she hid, she spoke my language. Update. AITA for demanding my sister stops being friends with my ex, because it's betrayal. I've had a problem before, and this place gave me a reality check. And now I have a problem with another person, and need to know who's the asshole. I broke up with my girlfriend for the second time a few weeks ago. We've had some issues that we couldn't get past, so we decided to end it. But during the time we were together, my sister, female 26, and my ex, female 28, became best friends. I thought that once we break up, my sister, Flor, will stop seeing my ex, Katya. I didn't ask her. I just assumed because that's what family does. You don't stay in touch with your brother's ex. It's been a few weeks, and I haven't heard from Katya, and my sister hasn't mentioned her either. Just yesterday, I drove to my sister's house because she offered me some canned food and homemade jars of veggies and jams. Money's been tight, so I took her up on her offer. We didn't plan to meet at a specific hour, so I just dropped off whenever I had the time. When I got inside, my bill let me in. I was shocked to find that Katya was there. I thought she was there for me and told her up front to not beg to get me back because it ain't happening. She looked at me and told me she'd never want me back, and said she's here for Florin. They're having a pizza movie night. I got really angry. I asked my sister what the hell she thought she was doing. That she is betraying her own blood by staying friends with her. And that she must stop being friends with Katya because it's unacceptable, and I'll tell our family that she's betraying us. She told me our family knows, and to stop being a baby. She's not going to listen to me. My bill came in to see what's going on. When he found out, he called me an asshole and kicked me out. On my way, I told my sister that if they broke up, I'd never be friends with my bill, and she's an awful sister. My mother just called me and told me to get a grip and grow up. I also got a phone call from my cousins and aunts. My sister basically told our whole family. I genuinely thought I was right, but everyone's been on my case. So I want to check who's the asshole, my sister or I, to know how to continue. AITA for demanding my sister is not friends with my ex. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments.